Hi everyone, this is OC from Digital Ventures. Got another fun project for you today. This is going to be about creating a falling raindrop effect. And so what you can see here is we have a backdrop, we've got some clouds, we've got a little gray screen, and I'm going to click on the green flag and show you how this works. And so what you can see when we click on the green flag is that we have this sound effect playing of a thunderstorm, and we've got some raindrops falling. So what we're going to do is this is going to continue on essentially forever. So let's go ahead in here and show you how this works. So I'm going to click on stop. I'm going to exit out of here. The first thing you notice is that we've just got a couple cloud sprites here. And then I made a raindrop. So this is just a really tiny dot. I made it blue and white. So let's get into the code of this. And so first, let's clear this existing code out of here. And then let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to events. We're going to get ourselves a when green flag clicked. Then we're going to go into looks. We're going to get ourselves a hide block. Then what we're going to do is we're going to set this variable that we created called falling. And we're going to set that to 0. Or we're going to set that to -9, not 0. So we set this to -9. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a forever loop from control. And then we're going to create some clones of ourselves. Because this is rain, essentially we want these raindrops to keep creating forever. So the next thing we're going to do is say what happens when we start as a clone. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to show ourselves. Once we show up, what we're going to do is we're going to have this go to an XY position. So because we want this to start at the top of the screen, I'm going to leave that Y at 145. And I'm going to change the X to be a pick random. And this pick random is going to vary between -240 and 240. So essentially we can have raindrops fall from any left, right sort of position. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a set size to block. And we're going to have this do a pick random. And we want these raindrops to be about 5 to 20% of their normal size. So we can get a little bit of a variability in there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to set a ghost effect. And we want to set this ghost effect to be 10. And what that's going to allow it to do is allow a little bit of transparency in those raindrops. Then we're going to go back to control. We're going to get ourselves another forever loop. And inside this forever loop, what we're going to do is we're going to do some motion. So what we want to have is we're going to have these raindrops, they're going to turn a little bit. And we're going to have them turn randomly. So I'm going to get a pick random. I'm going to have this vary between -90 and 90, just so that we have a little more variability in there. We're going to go back to control. We're going to get ourselves a repeat until block. And this repeat until block, what we're going to do is we're going to get a less than operator. And then we're going to be checking for is our Y position. So we're going to grab Y position in here. And we want this to go until it gets to the bottom of the screen, which is at a -170. And then what we're going to do is we want to have a little variability in the X position. So we're going to get a change X by. We're going to do a pick random in here. And we're going to have this vary between -3 and 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a change Y by. And we want this change Y by to be based on that falling variable that we have set up. So we're going to drop that in there. And then the final thing that we're going to do is we want to make sure that at the end of all this, we delete the clone so that we don't just get a bunch of raindrops sort of pulling at the bottom of the screen. And so that's all the code that we need for this. What we're going to do is we're going to click on the green flag, and we're going to see those raindrops come down from the sky. So this is a fun project. Obviously, you can incorporate this into any different scenes or video games that you make to have a really fun animated effect to rely on what would the weather be like if you changed it within the game. So thank you all so much. I'm going to stop that here. And if you're enjoying our content, give us a like, a comment, or a subscribe. We hope to see you back for the next one. Thank you so much.